shop mail. I'm being investigated? Oh my, but I haven't done anything wrong. I love America and would never break its laws. Now that you have opened this email, there's no turning back. Forward 30,000 emails to the FBI by midnight tonight, or you will have 7 years bad luck and be a criminal felon. Well, I'd better do as they say. Forward? Is this the forward button? Oh, honey snickles.
Very unfair that somebody runs across the border, becomes a citizen. Under her plan, you have open borders. You would have a disaster on trade, and you will have a disaster with your open borders. But what she doesn't say is that President Obama has deported millions and millions of people just the way
Secretary
it is.
Clinton,
We will not have open borders.
Well, let me ask,
that is a rank mischaracterization.
Secretary Clinton.
We will have secure borders, but we will also have reform. And this used to be a bipartisan issue. Ronald Reagan was the last president to sign immigration reform, and George W. Bush supported it as well.
Secretary Clinton, I want to clear up your position on this issue because in a speech you gave to a Brazilian bank for which you were paid $225,000, we've learned from the WikiLeaks that you said this, and I want to quote, "My dream is a hemispheric common market with open trade and open borders." So that's the question. That's the question. Please quiet everybody. Is that your dream, open borders?
Well, if you went on to read the rest of the sentence, I was talking about energy. You know, we trade more energy with our neighbors than we trade with the rest of the world combined. And I do want us to have
I wrote that one. Why are we so damn divided, America?
Pokemon Go. But I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
This is a mess. Like when Peter rode that Access Hollywood bus.
Hey, thanks for letting me ride on the bus with you. Hey, you want to have some locker room talk?
I moved on her, actually.
Whoa. That's not locker room talk. I meant like good play, good pass, like that kind of thing.
I moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it.
Well, as long as you didn't try to her and she was single.
I did try and she was married.
Oh, you're awesome. Hey, you ever thought of being president?
And I moved on her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping.
Ah, sweet move. Was it Levitt's?
She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where they have some nice furniture.
Levitt's.
I couldn't get there, and she was married. And all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony and everything. She's totally changed her look.
Well, it is 2005. Everything's changing. Which reminds me, I have an idea for this thing called Twitter, where crazy people can bash ladies and minorities at 3 a.m.
She's your girl's hottie in the purple.
Oh, also Uber. I invented it, if you're listening to this in the future.
I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her.
That's the cheapest breath mint. I thought you were a billionaire.
You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. Just like, I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Whatever you want.
Well, like grab them by the hand?
Grab them by the...
Oh, my.
Hey guys, Polyhedron here. If I sound a little sick, I have allergies, so don't mind that. So I just wanted to say something. I don't think I want to vote in 2024. Because after seeing the 2016 presidential election, oh boy, that was a hot mess. So let's go over what happened. So basically, the Republicans got Trump, the Democrats got Hillary. And I gotta say, these two candidates are probably the worst two candidates I've seen ever. Because Trump, he sounded racist at times. He was over the top with his ideas like Mexico paying for an American wall. And just like a bunch of other things. And Hillary, she said a lot of weird things, and of course the email thing and stuff. And people don't bring this up, but Bernie Sanders was pretty close to just replacing Hillary. But a lot of shady things happened with Bernie Sanders and the Democratic Party. It's like they didn't even want Bernie Sanders. I mean, he wasn't really a Democrat before this. He was an independent, but of course, third parties can't be in elections for some reason. I mean, I would love a third party that needs to. So basically, what these two did was just attack each other, and it boggles my mind. So like, what they would do is they like try to dig up on the candidate, and this is really what ticks me off in American elections, especially this one. What I don't care what they did in the past. I mean, if they did something really really illegal in the past, okay, I get it. But like, I don't care for a bunch of this stuff. And then Trump had the sex scandal, and then out of nowhere, like 30 women whose names I can't remember just come out saying, "Ooh, Trump molested me." Maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. But it just seems kind of odd. Now all these women come out. Like, why didn't you come out before? I mean, maybe they did. I don't know. This whole thing's a hot mess. And then, um, like Hillary, she basically like played herself as like, like the like, oh, I'm a woman, vote for me. Like, I would vote for a woman, but I wouldn't vote for a woman just because, well, she's a woman. I would vote for like a capable leader. So then these presidential debates come up, and whenever Hillary speaks, Trump just smirks. Like, he's like, "Ah, no, that's not true." And then whenever Trump says something, Hillary just smiles like, "Yeah, you're right, Trump. Oh, totally." Like, these two people absolutely hate each other. They absolutely hate each other. And the further proof this point, when Trump was inaugurated, I think he said literally nothing about Hillary or said nothing to Hillary. I think he greeted her, but that was it. Like, she just stood there defeated. And another thing I hate about this is the frickin' media. So basically, trust me, I don't know much about this. I think Trump called CNN fake news, and that caused drama, and it's still causing drama. Like, I'll pull it up in a minute, but like, and then Fox supported Trump and CNN supported Hillary. And every single day, I swear to God, either on CNN or Fox News, they're talking about Trump or Hillary. And they're still talking about Trump every single day. Now Trump has to be like the most worst leader I've ever seen. Like, he didn't have a political office before leading America. So now there's things going about Biden, things Trump shouldn't be getting in, and the whole like Russian meddling. Like, my God, election was a hot mess. And my dad actually voted for Jill Stein. He's normally a Democrat, but he didn't like Hillary at all because she's just so unlikable, like Trump. They're both unlikable. So he voted for Jill Stein, and a lot of like third party candidates and like a lot of others did really well. One guy, one elector voted for Bernie Sanders. A couple voted for other people. I think it's like 7 in total faithful electors. And another thing was the reason why this was because like, once again, like I said, shady things happen with Bernie Sanders. Shady things happen with Bernie Sanders. That's why a lot of Bernie supporters supported third party candidates because they thought Hillary stole it from him, and maybe she did. I don't know. So I'm just gonna pull up something real quick. Give me a minute. So the major news network that is mostly affected by the 2016 election had to be CNN, and they're still being affected by it. But look at this video that I'm showing you. September 9th, 2019. It has 668 likes and 12,000 dislikes. Because once again, I'm not too familiar with this. I didn't really pay much attention. I think Trump called CNN fake news, and that got people riled up. And then CNN throughout like the entire election, trust me, I watched a lot of it, was very political, and that got a lot of people mad. And I people, I think they didn't like Bernie, but they didn't hate him, and I got like Bernie supporters mad. I get Trump supporters definitely mad, and then this poor guy Chris, they hired him to appeal to younger generations to talk about political events. Is every time a video is uploaded with just Chris in it, it gets like extremely disliked, like just about all of them. So when CNN comments like Chris here, what's your campaign slogan? If you were just saying, Chris is a piece of crap, kill yourself, Chris. I'm like, this poor guy. I'm sure Chris is a nice guy. I don't think CNN is for him. But I mean, CNN's ratings are low because they got way too political in this election. And like with the fake news scandal, it probably made like a long dedicated viewers probably just leave it. So yeah, that's my video. I hated the 2016 presidential election. Like just Trump, Hillary, those two are nut jobs. The presidential debates were just arguing instead of talking about stuff. That's how I saw it. And we're still feeling the aftermath. And I got an ad to like vote for Bernie Sanders in 2020. That's like that's a year away, and I'm just getting ads. So when I'm eligible to vote in 2024, I don't think I'll vote. I'll probably vote for a third party. Definitely not Democrat or Republican, because the two parties have become way too corrupt. Anyways, guys, Polyhedron signing out.
Pokemon Go? But I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls. Pokemon go to the polls. Pokemon go to the polls.